There's a special kind of magic you find in Italy's port cities. It's a feeling that history, trade, and countless cultures have washed ashore and decided to stay. Livorno, nestled on the Tuscan coast, has this magic in abundance. It's not Florence with its endless art galleries, nor is it Rome with its grand ancient monuments. No, Livorno is different. It's a city built on the water, shaped by canals that slice through its historic center, earning it the nickname Little Venice. This place has a real working-class heart, a grit and an authenticity that you can feel under your feet as you walk its checkerboard paved streets. It's a city that welcomes you without pretense, inviting you to simply be. People are drawn here for reasons as varied as the fish sold at its central market. Some come seeking a more relaxed pace of life, a genuine Italian experience away from the overwhelming tourist crowds. They are looking for that perfect balance, the charm of Tuscany without the hefty price tag of its more famous neighbors. Others are captivated by the sea itself, the salty air that fills your lungs, and the promise of fresh seafood every single day. Livorno was born as a multicultural hub, a place where different communities were invited to live and trade freely. That spirit of openness, that unique blend of influences, still lingers in its food, its architecture, and the character of its people. The city's atmosphere is refreshingly down to earth. You feel it when you order a coffee at a local bar, and the barista remembers your name after just one visit. You see it in the families strolling along the Terrazza Mascagni, a stunning checkered terrace that stretches out into the sea, letting the waves crash just below. This isn't a city that puts on a show for visitors. It simply lives its life, and you're invited to join in. The sound of seagulls, the hum of scooters, and the lively chatter spilling out of trattorias. This is the soundtrack of Livorno. It's a place that feels real, a corner of Tuscany that has held onto its unique soul with pride and a little bit of defiance. What makes Livorno so compelling in 2025 is this very authenticity. In a world that often feels too polished or curated, Livorno offers a breath of fresh, sea-scented air. It's a city for those who want to connect with a place on a deeper level, to understand its rhythms and become part of its daily fabric. It's for people who believe that the best things in life are often the simplest. A plate of perfectly cooked pasta, a beautiful sunset over the water, and a good conversation with a new friend. This isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to live, to breathe, and to discover a different, more grounded side of the Italian dream. So you're dreaming of a life in Tuscany. You picture yourself sipping wine, eating incredible food. But then reality hits. Can you actually afford it? In many parts of Tuscany, the answer can be a bit painful. But here in Livorno, the story is wonderfully different. Let's talk numbers. Compared to Florence or Milan, Livorno feels like a financial relief. The cost of living here is significantly more manageable, allowing you to enjoy the good life without constantly worrying about your bank account. It's one of the city's biggest draws, offering a slice of the Tuscan dream at a price that feels fair and accessible for many people. Let's start with the most important thing: food. This is Italy after all. A trip to the Mercato Centrale, the city's grand covered market, is an experience in itself. Here, you'll find fresh fish straight from the Tyrrhenian Sea, vibrant local produce, and amazing cheeses for prices that will make you smile. Eating out is also a joy. You can find a fantastic plate of pasta or a delicious pizza for around 10 to 15 euros, and a glass of good local wine won't set you back much. Groceries in general are more affordable than in major metropolitan hubs, meaning you can cook incredible meals at home without breaking the bank. This is a city where quality food is a right, not a luxury. Now, what about a place to live? Rent is often the biggest expense, but in Livorno you'll find pleasant surprises. A one-bedroom apartment in the city centre might cost you around €600 to €750 per month in 2025. If you look in neighbourhoods just outside the immediate centre, those prices can drop even further. Compare that to the €1,000 or more you'd easily pay in Florence for a similar space, and you start to see the appeal. For those looking to buy, real estate prices are also more grounded. While they have been rising, Livorno remains one of the more affordable coastal cities in Tuscany to purchase a home, whether it's a modern apartment or a charming older flat. Getting around is another area where you'll save. Livorno is a very walkable and bike-friendly city, especially in the central areas. Many residents get by without a car, relying on their feet, a bicycle, or the efficient local bus system. A monthly transport pass is quite affordable, costing around €35. This not only saves you money on gas, insurance, and parking, but also connects you more intimately with the city's streets and rhythms. When you combine these lower costs, food, housing, and transport, you realize that Livorno offers a high quality of life that is genuinely within reach. It's Italy, with all its beauty and flavour, but with a bit more breathing room for your wallet. Livorno has always been a city that works. Its identity is fundamentally tied to its port, which remains the beating heart of the local economy. For centuries, this has been a centre for shipping, logistics, and trade, and that holds true in 2025. The Port of Livorno is one of Italy's most important, and it generates a huge number of jobs. These roles range from dock workers and logistics coordinators to administrative positions in shipping companies and customs agencies. If you have experience in the maritime industry, this city offers a wealth of opportunities that you simply won't find in landlocked Tuscan towns. The port is the engine that drives so much of Livorno's prosperity. Beyond the port, the city's economy has diversified. Manufacturing, particularly in the automotive and pharmaceutical sectors, plays a significant role. Major companies have plants in and around Livorno, providing stable employment for engineers, technicians, and factory workers. There is also a strong tradition of shipbuilding and yacht maintenance, thanks to the city's coastal location. This specialized industry attracts skilled craftspeople from all over who work in the city's modern shipyards. These traditional industries form the solid backbone of Livorno's job market, offering steady work that has supported local families for generations. However, Livorno isn't stuck in the past. The digital age is creating new and exciting opportunities here. With the rise of remote work, more people are choosing Livorno for its lifestyle, bringing their jobs with them. This has spurred the growth of co-working spaces and a small but growing community of digital nomads and tech professionals. The local government is also investing in technology and innovation, aiming to attract startups focused on the blue economy, sustainable marine technologies, and tourism tech. While it's not a tech hub like Milan, there are emerging roles in digital marketing, e-commerce, and IT support, often tied to the city's traditional businesses looking to modernize. Of course, we can't forget tourism and hospitality. While Livorno isn't as crowded as other Tuscan cities, it's a major port of call for cruise ships. This creates a constant demand for jobs in restaurants, cafes, hotels, and tour services, especially during the warmer months. There's a particular need for English speakers to cater to international visitors. So, who is hiring? The big players are still the port authorities and shipping giants. But increasingly, it's also smaller, innovative companies, family-run restaurants, and businesses that support the growing number of people discovering Livorno's unique charm. The job market here is a blend of the old and the new, much like the city itself. Life in Livorno moves at its own pace, dictated more by the sea than by the clock. The lifestyle here is wonderfully unhurried and deeply connected to the outdoors. Mornings often start with a quick espresso and a cornetto at a local bar, followed by a walk or cycle along the waterfront. The Terrazza Mascagni is the city's grand living room, a place where people of all ages gather to breathe in the sea air, watch the sunset, and simply enjoy the moment. On weekends, families flock to the beaches just south of the city, like Calafuria, with its dramatic cliffs and crystal clear water. This connection to the sea isn't just a pastime, it's a fundamental part of the Livornese soul. The social life revolves around food, family and friends. The Livornese are proud, friendly and have a wicked sense of humour. They love to gather in a bustling osteria to share a meal and lively conversation. The star of the local cuisine is Cacciucco, a hearty and flavourful fish stew that tells the story of the city in a single bowl. It's made with whatever the fisherman brought in that day, a delicious mix of different fish, shellfish, and a rich tomato broth, served with garlic-rubbed toast. Enjoying a long, leisurely lunch or dinner is a cherished ritual here. Socialising isn't about fancy clubs, it's about sharing good food and laughter in a place that feels like home. Sports are woven into the fabric of daily life. As a port city, water sports are king. Sailing is incredibly popular, with clubs all along the coast offering lessons and hosting regattas. You'll see sailboats dotting the horizon on any sunny day. Rowing is another passion, with historic competitions between the city's different neighbourhoods, known as the Palio Marinaro, drawing huge crowds. But of course, this is Italy, so football is a religion. The local team, AS Livorno Calcio, inspires fierce loyalty, and on match days, the city buzzes with an electric energy. It's a community brought together by a shared passion for their team. Living in Livorno does have its trade-offs. It lacks the high-end shopping and vast cultural offerings of a major metropolis, and the job market can be limited if you're not in a maritime or industrial field. Some might find the city a bit rugged around the edges, but what it may lack in polish, it more than makes up for in character. A typical day could involve working in the morning, enjoying a fresh seafood lunch by a canal, spending the afternoon exploring a historic fortress, and ending with an aperitivo, watching the sun dip below the horizon. Livorno offers a life that is rich, authentic, and deeply rewarding, a perfect blend of Tuscan charm and coastal spirit. It's a city that doesn't just invite you to visit, it invites you to belong.